Welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Lüning, Horst Lüning. I'm the master taster of Whisky.com, and today we have a Caol Ila here on our cask. Not my cask, on our cask.
Our cask.
And here we see the Caol Ila Moch, and the second one is Caol Ila 18 years. This will be the next one we taste. So today we're focusing on the Caol Ila Moch.
Yeah, Caol Ila. I was the last one at Caol Ila, but looking at it now, it's already been nearly 5 years ago. Oh, it's been exactly 4 years ago. So next year will be 5 years ago. So when have you been at Caol Ila?
1995.
So that was then 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I was there was a beautiful manager's house where I had the interview right next to the distillery, and that
Manager's
was quite
house.
nice.
I was in a kind of manager's office inside the distillery. It was first floor or second floor. Don't remember, with a beautiful view above the Sound of Islay.
I think all the offices there have a beautiful view.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they had the old cooperage that had 2 casks in it for visitors to taste straight from the cask. I think 1 bourbon and 1 sherry cask. And now in 2019 they got their license to rebuild one of their warehouses to a new visitor center. Because Caol Ila, I think they will store very, very few casks on site.
I think the single malts will be matured
Single
on
malts
site.
will mostly be on site, or maybe all on site, but all of that blend stuff that goes to Johnny Walker, that will all go to the
Black Range Bond.
Black Range Bond. Yes. So it will become a bit more beautiful for visitors to see Caol Ila.
So in the year closely after 2000, 2003, 2004, I think, the new Caol Ila single malt range appeared on the market, and it consists out of a 12-year-old and an 18-year-old, I think. And then it took a few years until 2010, and then they brought a Caol Ila Moch below that range without an age statement. And then there was a shortage, so that the 18-year-old was no longer delivered. And the Moch, people liked it, and it's more intense than the normal 12-year-old, and it's a little bit more expensive, even lacking the age. So this is, a specialist whiskey where you have more intensity due to the less age, but probably more smoke. So it's 43% ABV. It's around 40 euros, pounds.
Oh, Moch is the Dawn.
The Dawn, the Gaelic Dawn.
So, but the Moch is, I think, their most recent bottling, or their newest bottling that brought out, or is there any newer one?
I don't remember really when the 25-year-old appeared on the market.
Maybe
before or after? Probably before.
They probably had a 25-year-old before and had a shortage as well, or something like that.
Probably afterwards the unpeated Caol Ila appeared. Probably. But this is heavy.
It's a tight one.
Oh yeah. Wow. Smoky. What else?
But Caol Ila is one of the bigger malt distilleries. I think one of the biggest malt distilleries on Islay. And so I'm expecting that there will not be that many shortages in the future. And Caol Ila is one of the few distilleries that publicly say, yes, they do actively work together with independent bottlers.
But they stopped that in 2000, 2003,
Yep.
and reintroduced it in 2007.
7, okay, yeah. I was there in 10, and then they said, okay, yes, with Caol Ila, they are trading with casks, but a lot of other distilleries don't trade with casks anymore, because it's just such a shortage.
So this is definitely a smoky one, quite intensely smoky. And behind that, there is a well, some maritime note, fresh, younger. Yeah.
You have a sweetness combined with a lot of smoke and maritime notes, definitely seaweed, and it's interesting because it's not at all fruity. I don't have any fruitiness in there at all. Just these maritime with sweetness.
It's sad. Caol Ila has as the major distillery character oiliness and a hidden sweetness.
Mm-hmm.
The hidden sweetness should only appear after quite some time. So if you're emptying your glass and let it rest on your table until the morning, and then you smell on it, you have the sweetness.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's a very clean sweetness. Yeah, definitely.
I do not have that sweetness already. Do you have it? Or
It's not that strong, but it's still there.
Or would it be have been
So-
mirror neurons?
Cheers.
Cheers. Whew. This is hefty. I've got my teeth professionally cleaned, and now it's hitting my teeth. It's incredible. Oh, so there is this oiliness. There is a caramel note in it. The peatiness clads my mouth. So this is really strong peated, but not that stinky medicinal. It's a clearer smoke, and it's more bonfire smoke, and I think it has a little bit of youthness in it. So I had the 12-year-old 1.5 years ago, and that was much more mature.
Mm-hmm.
So this is more intense. This is more peated character than the 12-year-old.
Mm-hmm. Mm. It's pretty intense peat character, combined with a bit of sweetness, but it's neutral sweetness or a sugary sweetness, combined with a bit of oak, and yeah, it's kind of a fresh little bit of maritime smokiness, but it's, for me, I don't want to say one-dimensional. It's not that complex. It has these flavors.
Mm-hmm.
It has a nice balance between these flavors, but there's not that much more into it. It's not, I think, I don't want to say it, but I think it's refill, isn't it? It's refill bourbon casks.
Probably a lot.
And so there's, you have a good taste of what is the distillery character of Caol Ila, without much of added complexity through any special woods.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure if this caramel I had was the original sweetness of the distillery, or what, because the oak is a little bit missing. So this is a younger one. I have no idea. 5, 7 years, 3 years definitely not.
I would
5
say,
year probably, 7 years
I would say
definitely.
a mixture between 5 and 7, something like that. I think when they do the non-age statement, they have a bigger range between the ages. If you build an 18-year-old, you don't want to waste like 25-year-old on an 18-year-old. So you'd rather blend more like 18, 19, 20 together to get an 18-year-old. You're not allowed to use a 17-year-old. So you'll have a much closer range of ages together here. I would say maybe they put in a few older ones as well for the taste.
Yeah, so it's in the aftertaste there is some dryness in it. So, so where's the sweetness? So yeah,
It's there, but not overwhelming.
yeah.
I think the subtle sweetness is maybe the Caol Ila taste. But it's a nice one. It's not as expensive one, but it's not a cheap one either.
But more expensive than the 12-year-old.
Yeah, they always come out with these flavor lads that are a bit more expensive than the base age statement.
Okay.
So there's a beautiful 2015 video of the distillery. Just have a look at it because it's just so many nice pictures of Islay. Yeah, just look for the Caol Ila distillery video here on the channel. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time.